bar. This 2007 Yamaha R6 is getting prepped and ready for next year's track season. It's stuck with old OEM clip-ons, and we're gonna be replacing them with these zero offset clip-ons from Woodcraft, brand new grips, and a set of hand and lever guards. First step is removing the OEM clip-ons. You're gonna wanna take off the triple tree and remove the OEM set. All right, let's start by removing our steering stabilizer. All right, we're gonna remove that. Next, we're gonna wanna loosen the clamps on our top triple clamp. It'll be these Allen heads right here. Next, you're gonna wanna loosen the steering stem nut right here in the center of your triple tree. Before we remove the triple tree, it's important that we remove things like our brake master cylinder, our kill switch, and anything else that's on the bars that we're gonna be retaining when we install the new clip-ons. Almost done, last thing to do, throttle tube here, 2 more Allens, we'll be on the way. We're also gonna make sure to take this bar end off. We're gonna wanna make sure to save this throttle housing because we're actually gonna be replacing this grip with one of Woodcraft's Superbite grips. Now that we have everything off the bars, it's time to remove the triple tree and slide off our stock clip-ons. This is your OEM clip-on, and this is the replacement set that we're gonna be installing from Woodcraft. Main difference between these two, A, the construction, way better build quality than the OEM, and also option of a removable bar from the clip-on. These are one piece, so when you break it, you're done. You better hope you have another set. These, if this breaks or you get in a crash, bent, whatever, you can just replace this piece so you can keep a couple extra on hand. Installs a breeze. Now it's time to test fit our clip-ons. Now that we have the clip-ons installed onto the forks, it's time to mount our controls. Some controls will have a locator pin that you'll need to drill into the clip-on to allow it to sit where it needs to go. Totally up to you. Some controls have it, some don't. But for example, we'll mount up our master cylinder just loosely, throttle tube, and any other things like the kill switch. See where we want them to go, mark where the locator pins are, and then we'll drill it out on the clip-on. Make sure that throttle still snaps closed. You wanna make sure there's no pinching, no binding, nothing like that that would impede safe throttle operation. You'll also notice here, we've mocked up the Woodcraft lever and handguards here on the end, just to make sure that we have enough space for everything to fit. It's time to drill. All right, now slide it into place. Our locator pin is right. Look at that. Slides right in. We matched the drill bit to the size of hole on the OEM clip-ons. That's how we knew what size we needed. It's important to remember that you want these bars set up correctly for you. Make sure that your throttle tube is in the right spot, your brake lever's in the right spot. Make sure everything is comfortable and is tailor fit to you. Turn the bars left to right, make sure there's no clearance issues. Once all that's done, you can attach the rest of your controls and get going. Now that we have our controls set up, we're gonna be installing a set of Woodcraft's Superbite grips. This will just slide right over our throttle tube. One thing to note, you're gonna wanna either use grip glue or safety wire to keep those on there securely. If you look on the inside of the grip, you will see that it is denoted either L or R for left and right. And also for orientation, there's an up arrow. You wanna make sure that's facing up because it is not a perfectly round grip, as you can tell by the ends. So keep note of that. And like always, you wanna make sure you still have full range of motion on that throttle. Nothing sticking, nothing grabbing. Should snap back nice and free. It's a good time to show you guys too. One of the nice things about these Superbite grips from Woodcraft is if you look here to the inside, it's actually not textured like the rest of the grip. This is for when you have your index finger and your thumb on the grip, your wide open throttle, and you wanna release. It's nice and smooth. So you're not worried about getting caught up like the rest of the grip. Because this texture, this diamond texture is actually super grippy. creates a mechanical connection between your glove and the grip so you can stay light on the inputs while you're out on the track, which is super important. To finish it off, we're also going to be installing a set of Woodcraft lever and hand guards. I want you guys to notice here, we have a lot of space here on the end of the clip-on, on the end of the bar. You don't get these with your OEM clip-ons. So this gives you enough room to be able to mount something like this onto the end of the bar. These are super simple installation. You slide them right over, you grab the Allen key, and you tighten it down. One nice thing about these lever and hand guards is they allow you full range of motion. You can have your hand on here, be all left, right, sideways, upside down, whatever, and the guard is not going to impede your hand in any way. Also, you'll notice too, if you take a look at this, the guard has some flex in it, right? And this is important because, you know, if you end up making contact with another rider or if you're making contact with the ground, you don't want 100% of that energy being transferred into the chassis of the bike. It'll upset the bike, cause you to crash. So this is meant to absorb some of that impact and make things a little bit easier. Now that you have everything assembled on your clip-ons, make sure the ergonomics are correct, make sure everything's even, set to your preferences. After that, you're gonna wanna put some blue Loctite on these two set screws right here that are on top of the clip-ons here and here. Once that's done, rotate the bars full lock in each direction, left and right, making sure that everything clears and there's no issues. After that, you can go ahead and tighten down the two Allens that clamp the bar into the clip-on. Once that's done, you can go ahead and actually tighten the clip onto the fork. You're gonna wanna make sure that the gap is the same on each side. So just finger tighten them, make sure the gap is the same front and back, and then you can go ahead and do the tightening sequence. When tightening these bolts, you're gonna wanna start with the two in the front and then tighten the two in the back. Once everything's snug down, give everything one last check, and you're good to go.